Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Chrissy D. I don't even feel like doing this whole introduction, but thank you for joining my live. Thank you for being tuned in to my live, raw, unedited, unfiltered moments of my life. So, as I'm pretty sure you can tell from my thumbnail and the lack of my exuberance, I'm pissed off, y'all. Pissed. So, on this particular episode of Chrissy's World, I'm going to tell y'all why I don't celebrate Christmas. So, like, and this year is officially the year that I'm done. Like, done, done, done. Like, I'm not getting gifts for nobody except for the kids. I don't care if people get me stuff and I don't give them anything back. I do not celebrate Christmas. Um, so boom. About 2, 3 years ago, 2, 3, yeah, 3 years ago, my mother and my brother went to England to go see our family in England. And I had just gotten out of Job Corps, so in September, and she had already paid for the tickets and they had already gotten their passports and everything like that. So I couldn't go. So I think me and my dad were like beefing at the time or whatever, and I didn't have um, my phone wasn't on at the time either. So, and my dad had zero social medias. So there was like no way for me to get in contact with him on Christmas Day um, or anything. So I woke up December 25th. It was just another day for me. I ate some cereal for breakfast. Then I had some noodles and some toast. And I went outside at about 5 p.m. Our time, and I called my family. We don't have Wi-Fi either, so I had to go to my best friend's house, who actually wasn't home at the time. So, and it was raining, so I had to stand outside his house with an umbrella on Christmas Day, 5 o'clock in the evening, and call my family on Facebook Messenger to tell them Merry Christmas. And that was one of like the most heartbreaking things ever. Like, I was really alone all day Christmas Day. um Let's flash back to about 16 years ago when we first moved to or migrated back to America. um our people we considered to be a part of their family or had adopted us, whatever, however you want to put it, friends of the family that we were with. One thing about West Indian families is they have no cut cards, zero cut cards, whatever. If they think you're fat or they think you're pregnant, they're gonna say it. If your hair is nappy, they're gonna be like your head is nappy. Like, no cut cards, no couth, no nothing. So this particular family that we are friends of, they're from Barbados. um and it's just like every year around the holidays, like when you go see people, like how I looked was always a topic of discussion. If I looked like I had gained weight, lost weight, if my hair looked nice, if it didn't look nice, if I had on a nice outfit or I didn't have on a nice outfit, those things just kind of triggered me or like conditioned me to always want to look my best because I didn't like being talked about. Um and like people would count the number of plates I used to eat or how many times I would go back for mac and cheese, blah blah blah, etc etc. And so um and this was like every year consistently until, unless I was with my father's family or until I got old enough to make my own choices and decisions about where I was going on Christmas Day or Thanksgiving or whatever like that. And I left my mom's house at 18. So, from the ages of what, 8, for almost for 10 years straight, like everywhere I went, it was dictated that way. um Excuse me. My grandmother slash godmother always had something to say about my weight. And it's if I'm gonna go somewhere, I'm gonna go somewhere and look my best. um as an adult now, because I control what I wear, I control what my clothes look like, I control all of those things. And um I just, you know, it was never like a happy feeling for me. Like, going to these people's houses gives me anxiety. Like, it just puts me on edge. Like, I don't feel like, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older now. But I just don't feel the love like I used to. Like, I don't feel the magic of Christmas like I used to, because after you spend a Christmas by yourself, like, no, like when I tell you, nobody called me, texted me, messaged me, emailed me, nothing all day Christmas. After I left from in front of my best friend's house on Christmas Day that year, it was like 5 o'clock. I got off the phone with them at like 5:15, 5:20. I came back in the house and I went to sleep on Christmas Day at 5:30. I went to sleep. Um, shortly after that, I moved to. Shortly after that, well, it was clearly New Year's. So, one of my good friends from Job Corps, she had come up to see me. She wasn't really doing anything. We had linked up and went to one of my homegirls' house. She went back home. Then the next day, she called me like, "Hey, I'm about to go to Richmond for the weekend. Do you want to come with me?" And I told her like, "Yeah, sure, I would love to, but I don't have any money. Like, zero, zero from zero leaves nothing. So I don't have anything to Sorry, y'all. My lips feel real dry. Instead of her saying, "Oh, let me finish telling the story." So then, she came. She picked me up. She's like, "Hey, I know you don't have any money, and I'm not the type of person that, every time we go somewhere, I'm ask you what you want. I'm gonna just put the money in your hand, so you feel like you have your own money." I boohoo cried. We drove to VA, had a blast, had a ball, had a great time. And then actually a couple months, not even a couple months later, a couple weeks later, I ended up moving to VA. Um, so that was that particular Christmas and New Year's scenario. What else happened? Yeah, so just oh, and then 2 years ago on Christmas, me and my best friend, we were not in any type of financial position to celebrate Christmas really. Like, we made sure that our son, he had a decent Christmas. People had sent, we didn't even have money to buy, I'm gonna be honest, we didn't even have our own money to buy him anything because of extenuating circumstances that literally just happened. Like, just happened. Um, like days before Christmas, and there was no way for us to bounce back or anything like that. So, yeah, that Christmas was just like for me as well. And then last Christmas, I was home with my family. I think I had gotten sick again around this time of year every year. Like, I don't know, for the past couple years, my employment has just not been consistent. But anyway, last year I had gotten sick and I ended up going to the hospital, and for whatever reason or the other, they were giving out gift cards for participating in some flu study or whatever. So the first part of the study, you got a $25 gift card to Target. Boom, called my mentor up like, "Hey, can you take me to the store real quick so I can get my family something for Christmas?" Made something out of nothing. This year, with everything that happened with my job and my contracts as far as the traveling CNA, that was completely out of my control. I had already spent pretty much everything I had paying for my car to get shipped to Cali, and for me to my plane ticket to Cali, and my hotel for the first 2 weeks of my assignment. All of that, all my money had already been spent on that. And when they canceled my contract, I did not feel secure that I was going to get my last check, because I had seen them do it to other people. And at this point, it was too late for me to even get my money back for any of the things that I had already paid for. This was like literally days before I was supposed to leave to go to Cali. So all my money was spent in that, tied up in that. I think I had about $200 left. And I used that last $200 to get home, to get to Baltimore, because I didn't want to be stranded out in Cali. So, I tell you all that to say that I don't have any money right now. Didn't have any money, and I thought I was going to be able to sell my car yesterday so I could pay my phone bill and do something for my family, make something out of nothing, but I was not able to do so. So boom, today we get up, go downstairs, open up gifts. Great time. We had a great time all morning up until about, I didn't even set this watch yet, up until about 20 minutes ago. So we're sitting at the table eating our Christmas brunch, and my mom's like, okay, well, who's getting in the shower first or whatever? And I'm like, well, I need to at least go second, because if I don't, y'all gonna be rushing me, and if you rush me, I'm not gonna want to go. So I get in the shower first, came up here, did this masterpiece. Let me get a little bit closer so y'all can see this beautiful masterpiece. Slayed my hair, well, bipped up my hair real quick, all that, bipped up my hair real quick. And then my mom's like, I think I have my jeans on. I'm pretty sure I have most of my face on except for my highlighter and blush or whatever. And yeah, I had everything else on. So then I go downstairs and spray my face. Oh no, I had my whole face on. I went downstairs to spray my face with the stuff that you spray your face with at the end when you finish slaying your face. And yeah. Oh, then she was like, "Oh, I just threw some stuff in a bag real quick in case I decide to stay at my grandmother's at our grandmother's house." And I'm like, "What?" Like, how you just gonna say that at the last minute? Like, you didn't even ask if like I had anything else planned to do today. Y'all just assumed that because my car is outside that I can drive my car, and I cannot. Like, I have an engine oil drip. Like, I can't drive my car, like, period. Even if I had my insurance on it, I would not drive that car, period, because, and I had money to put gas in it, I wouldn't drive it because of the engine oil drip. And I'm tired of putting $15 worth of oil in this car every week on top of the $10 I have to put in here every 60 miles that I drive. Like, that's just too much. So I'm not going to drive it, and it's too much to pay for the car to be repaired. It's a Kia. Repairs on a Kia are a tad bit expensive, and everybody cannot work on a foreign made car. So I'm going to sell my car. So my mom's like, oh, 30 minutes after she says the thing about putting clothes in a bag. Now, I just lost about 35 pounds. So a lot of my clothes don't fit me the way that they used to. And it takes me a really long time to get ready, because this top might look nice. Now I got to find a pair of jeans that complement it, but make sure that, like that, like, you know, that last fat little piece that you got, that last little Dunlap, call it the Dunlap, it didn't lapped over the top of your jeans, like that last little bit of fat right there. I don't like for that to be jiggling and shaking and protruding while in my clothes. Like, I don't like that. I don't think that that's nice. I don't think that that's attractive. I think it's really ugly. I don't wear tight clothes except for like maybe my jeans. And yeah, I'm it takes me time to get ready. So if I'm going somewhere or going to stay overnight, I need to make sure that whatever I have looks nice for when I get up in the morning, especially when I know that I have things I need to do tomorrow, like sell my car, because I still need to sell it. So I just feel like this, oh, it's the shadow. I keep looking up. I kept feeling like my closure was sticking up, but it's not. It's just a shadow. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to be ready. You know, I need to put stuff in the bag and make sure that it fits. So my little brother, for whatever reason, feels like it's okay to like badger me. Like, he's texting me like, Mom said 10 more minutes. Okay, I'm not going to be ready in 10 more minutes, because now I have to find a whole nother outfit, pack soap, deodorant, all my hygiene stuff, plus make sure I have all the paperwork that I need for what I have to do tomorrow. Like, I'm not going to be ready in 10 minutes. So then he's like calling my phone. They're already in the car, mind you, and I don't even have my shirt on yet. I don't even know what bag I'm going to put my stuff in. Like, you just told me this less than 10 minutes ago, and now I'm just supposed to be ready. Like, no, it's not about to happen like that. So then he keeps calling my phone, and I'm talking to him, and he cuts me off. Oh, what you're not going to do is that. Click. I don't know who you think you're talking to, but you're not talking to me like that. If you call my phone and you ask me a question and I'm trying to tell you something, then you're going to give me the respect of listening, or I'm going to hang up on you. And I'm real disrespectful with that hang up button. I ain't even going to lie. Like, you call me, listen to what I have to say, or don't. Like, period. So my mom's like, she texts me. She like, did you, sorry, my lips still feel dry. Did you say, you do or don't want us to wait for you. Mind you, my brother has come in the house at this point and he's like talking to me and I'm trying to explain myself to him, but he just keeps cutting me off. And then he's like, well, can you just put something in a bag so we can go? You know, grandma's going to be late. I mean, be mad if we're late, this and the third, blah, blah, blah. I really don't care. I don't care. Like, nobody said nothing about staying the night nowhere. Nobody even said what time we were leaving. Like, none of that. Like, so I took my time getting ready because I did not know what time we were leaving. Anyway, so he's just badgering me and just keeps talking, and I'm trying to call my mother at the same time, and he won't stop talking. Like, he's just talking. And when I get to a point of frustration like that, I will flip out on you so fast. Like, so fast. And I will be a whole person that you will not recognize. Like, I will cuss you out with no remorse. And I know that that's not something to be proud of. That is something that I'm working on. But I told them earlier this morning, hey, listen, if y'all are going to rush me, I'm not going to go. Like, the past 3-4 months, I've been moving on my own time. I know that I work 2:30 to 10:30, so I know what time I have to get up for work. I know what time I have to move accordingly to be ready to go to work. Prior to the 19th of this month, I was still moving on my own time, moving accordingly. Like, if I have to catch the bus, I know what time I need to leave the house to catch the bus. If I'm going to drive, I know what time I need to leave the house to drive. If I'm going to get an Uber, I know what time I need to order my Uber. If I'm going to get a hack or a sedan, same thing. I know these times. Now, when we're just now sitting down to eat brunch at 1, was it 1 o'clock? Almost 1:30. And you wanted to leave the house by 3:30, and all three of us have to get ready. Then the other shirt that I was going to wear needed to be ironed, and you talking about we leaving in 30 minutes. It takes me about 20 minutes just to do my eyebrows. Like, if I'm taking my time, it takes me about 20 minutes to do my eyebrows. And then it's the holidays, and I'm a vlogger, so I have to make sure that I look good. Like, what? I just spent the past 3 months on road wearing nothing but scrubs. Like, this is not church. This is not an interview. This is holiday time where people usually take pictures. And every event that we've been to these past couple weeks, I have not taken any pictures because I have not liked how I looked. So today is Christmas. I feel like we're not on a time schedule. We're not being rushed, or we shouldn't be. So I have time to look like what I want to look like. No. So I told my mom, if you're going to rush me, you could just go ahead. And she's like, okay, well, I'll see you there. No, you won't. I can't drive my car. And I keep telling y'all and keep letting y'all know I cannot drive my car. Like, so, yeah, my grandparents live out Cockeysville. And that's about 20 to 30 minutes from here. I don't have no gas money to give anybody to even come get me from Cockeysville. And if somebody is going to come get me from Cockeysville, they're going to want at least $25, $30 because that's a bop. Then you're talking about staying out there. Like, I have my own plans for today. Like, I don't like staying at other people's houses. You know this. Like, she knows this. Like, I have IBS. So if I eat something that does not agree with my stomach, I could probably get very sick, like throwing up, or I'm going to be pooping all night. And I don't want to be that at somebody else's house. Like, I want to be in the comfort of my own home. And then you just sprung it up on us at the last minute. You didn't even give me no heads up, no warning, no nothing. So I could have at least tried to rearrange my plans, rearrange my ride, any of that. Anyway, so yep, I just took 20 minutes to tell y'all all that about why I don't celebrate Christmas, because it's just another day that I'm alive and in the land of the living, and whatever other religious or non-religious living cliche you want to use with it, because it does not feel like a family day to me, period. We supposed to, we fuss, fight all 360 other days of the year, and now Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Mother's Day, and I'm pretty sure some other family-oriented holiday I'm forgetting about. We're just supposed to act like everything is okay, and it's not. Like, I tried to be strong, and just like push through it today. But when I was in the shower, I really broke down because I really miss my pop. And you know, going to my grandmother's house knowing that he's not there, like that's a lot for me. I haven't been to my grandfather's house or really even seen my father's family since my grandfather died. And my like it's just not the same for me. I don't know how else to put it. It's just not the same for me. And yeah. So I'm probably about to watch Netflix because the people that I was supposed to meet up with are now at their family dinners. And yeah. I'm over it. No, I'm not, y'all. I'm about to go find some cousins that's already walking outside, and I don't know. I'm gonna just sign off. So thank y'all for listening to me rant, listening to my negativity and all that. Y'all know I usually try to be positive vibes only, but the girl was frustrated today, and I've been kumbayaing for far too long and letting things slide. And I was really, the anger that I had towards my brother just now, like I should not have had that towards him. Like I really just wanted to punch him right in his face. And that's not good. And that's not normal. So, yeah. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Whatever. It's your girl, Chrissy D. This has been another live, raw, unedited, unfiltered moment in my life. Thank you for your support. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up. Even if you don't, hey, even if you celebrate Christmas, you know, and you can understand or relate to what I'm saying, go ahead, give me that thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you never miss a moment in my life. And glow beautifully. Enjoy the rest of y'all day.